which hospital? And which hospital? Chepchumba, as you received the complaints, because you are the one who visit the patients, what was the dates when the visits come, the team from Nairobi, and which hospitals were visited?
And Chair, maybe if she is not ready to answer, she better say and then we proceed. You know, she has a right to respond.
You say yes, I am not.
If she is not prepared.
Are you aware of any team from Nairobi that came? As a caretaker?
No, I'm not.
You are not aware?
But me, I
That
came.
is enough.
Yes.
That is enough.
You are not aware?
That is enough response. Leave it at that.
You are not aware?
I'm the one who usually go to visit patients in the wards.
Are you aware of any, leave alone the patients, are you aware of any team from Nairobi that came to visit those hospitals that you have been visiting? Did you receive any team?
No.
No. From Nairobi, the underwriter, on boarding, you received issues. Are you aware of any team that came to Eldoret?
I asked if there is a problem with any hospitals, because I engaged with the members of Uasin Gishu. If there is any issue, they usually contact me and they tell me, Madam, there is a problem here. I asked my care team if there is any problem they are facing. And they told they had a problem of a hospital called St. Luke.
Answer the right question.
Yes.
That, are you aware of any team that came to Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County, to ascertain the position of the hospitals?
No.
No. Madam Kamau. Madam, just we'll come to that. Madam Kamau, can you give us the team, how the constituency of the team, how the team was constituted, and what are the names of those ones? The team that came, who was the lead person? Are you aware? Who constituted the team?
I'm trying to recall the exact team. Yes, there.
As she recalls, I think we might not determine how much time she requests to recall. I would request through you, Chair, that we set that aside, let her proceed, and then when she recalls well, we can accord the opportunity.
Honorable Member, the respondent is on a recall mode.
Okay.
Okay, there was a representative from finance, that is
By the name?
Ramadan Rashid.
Ramadan Rashid.
And there is a representative from medical.
Yes.
Her name is Brenda.
Brenda.
Yes.
Yes. Kindly allow your team, one of them, to conduct them and give you the exact dates and the communication from the hospitals.
Yes.
Right, are we? Yeah. And then I'm now coming to members, Honorable Davis, and then we come to Honorable Chepkonga.
Maybe, thank you, Chairman. I would like the manager, the lead of the team.
You say, what is your position?
Chief accountant.
Chief
Accountant, yeah.
Yeah. What is the relationship between Uasin Gishu owing debt to facilities within Eldoret vis-a-vis your contract?
Okay, when they told us that's where we were. Now we came here on the ground to understand what the issues are. Some of them they mentioned that, of which that is not part of us. That one we are not party to that, because that is a contract between the Uasin Gishu and the facilities. So that's what we are trying to tell them. It's another contract between Trident and the service provider. So we have to come in and we have to work together.
Of clarification, Chair.
Yes.
She is saying, it seems there are two contracts here. One, the facility with the Triton insurance, and another one between County Government of Uasin Gishu
And Trident.
and the hospital. That is, I don't know what that is what she's trying to say. Apparently, she's insinuating that there are two contracts here. Between the company and the facility, between the county and the facilities.
In a nutshell,
Okay, what
that
we
drives
understood-
that drives the best question. That do you have contract with every facility? Is that engagement between you and the facilities on
We have a-
specific contracts?
We have now the contract between Trident and the facilities and the hospitals. That is.
Can we have?
So we have to,
Can we have
The names.
the agreement, that contract between, can we get it even in all the hospitals? So that in reference, who breached that contractual capacity? Because you cannot tell us they needed 10 million and already you have entered into contract. That means they are negating from the actual contractual terms.
Yeah.
Huh?
Also, during our explanation, let her give us the names of these hospitals.
Yes.
Kindly. Name them out. Because you are under hot.
okay, when I say there are two contracts, I don't mean there are two contracts running together. It is like the previous contract was between Uasin Gishu and the hospitals. That one we are not party to that. What we are party to is now the Trident and the hospitals. So that's why now we were trying to engage them.
Chairman.
As we are not party to that, can we engage you?
Can you
Now-
zero in?
now-
Chairman.
Can you zero in?
So that's
Order,
what now we
honorable
are
member.
talking here about now Trident and
Can you
the
zero in?
hospitals.
Can you zero in to Trident
Yes,
and the hospital
yes,
and provide the contractual agreement
yes.
so that we can refer whether you who now breach the contract?
The contract.
Can we get the contractual between particular hospitals, the listed hospitals,
Yeah, we can get.
and the list of hospitals? Mention? Can you mention? You are unanswered. Which hospitals do you have contractual terms?
All these hospitals mentioned here. Eldoret, we have a contract. St. Luke, we have contract. Top Hill, Life Care, MTRH, and they have been
Chair.
operational.
MTRH.
Chair, I'm worried.
Yeah.
Can
And
I
they are-
refer you?
They have been operational.
Or the honorable member?
No, she's
No,
becoming
no,
too
we
casual.
said
Chair,
at
through
the
the
time we got the Uasin Gishu. That's where we are. Yeah, when we onboarded now the Uasin Gishu. All these hospitals were operating. In
Nyambura,
fact, even they were
Madam
seeing
Nyambura,
the other
Madam
clients.
Nyambura,
Address the
This
chair
Mercy.
kindly.
Madam
Order,
Nyambura.
honorable members,
Look,
address the chair.
Mercy, Madam Mercy.
Yes.
This document, is it from your office?
Yes, yes.
Do we have MTRH hospital in this list?
MTRH is not there. Those ones, we just picked the big ones.
The big ones?
Yes.
And
yes.
the
Do you,
MTRH has-
have higher.
okay, allow me, Chair.
Chair.
Do you have the list of facilities
Yes.
that you signed contract with before you started implementing the services? Do you have that list, the original list of the facilities? You know, when you were applying for the contract, there was some lists the county had given in the procurement document.
Yes.
And when you are also signing contract with them, there is a list of facilities you said you are going to work with. Can we have that list again?
As in annex 2 or 15, clause 15 of the contract. As you find that, allow the lady to find for you that contract. As I want to give you a feedback. You've told us you have contracts between hospitals. Madam Kamau,
Yes.
I want to give you a feedback. There was in Gishu County Assembly on 30th of September 2024, there's a feedback from Eldoret Hospital to the county clerk of Uasin Gishu County Assembly, Uasin Gishu County, reference UGCA, Ad-Hoc volume 1 of 05, requesting for information on Trident medical insurance cover. You have clearly unanswered say that you have a contract. Dear sir, madam, we are very humbled to have received a letter from you regarding to the above matter. As a hospital and the management of the hospital, we are always open to doing business with Western Gishu County and its partners, as we have been doing for the past 50 years of Eldoret Hospital. We do not have any major issues with Western Gishu County and its members for assessing health services at our facilities. We are privileged and honored to have them as our clients and are always willing to serve them well. As for Trident Company, we have been providing health care to their clients for many years and have not had any major issues. At present, the only reason we have suspended their account is due to non-payment of medical claims. Are you getting me well?
Yes.
Which we are in talks and progressing. We should be able to resume business within the next 10 working days as we sign a new medical service management with them. That tells you you don't have any new medical management services with them as we speak. And you are telling us you have those contracts. We would like to assure the County Assembly and the Western Gishu County Hospital management team of doctors and staff are always available to provide medical services and support to its members. So that is one, honorable members. I want to go to MTRH.
Chairman.
Oh, just a minute.
Please allow
honorable
me.
members.
Please allow me.
Just hold your feelings.
I want to
Hold your horse,
I want
just
to
a
help
minute.
your committee, Chairman.
This is our honorable member. It's not hold your horse.
I just want to
Just
help.
hold your horse. A minute. Honorable members, order. Order, honorable members. Request for information on Trident medical insurance cover. Reference made to your recommendation dated 26 September 2024, seeking information on above medical cover for our staff and beneficiaries, which you wish to respond as outlined below. Why Western Gishu County employees cannot access medical services under the medical cover with Trident Insurance Company? Access to medical services by corporate entities in MTRH is covered by formal agreements, service legal agreements, SLA, I think you understand that, which contains standardized requirements which guide technical teams in provision of services. Kindly note that presently MTRH does not have a valid agreement with Trident Insurance Company, the insurer, to facilitate access to medical services by beneficiaries of the schemes under the insurer. For your information, there was an agreement between MTRH and Trident in the past. However, it expired on 2nd December 2022 and was neither renewed nor extended. Consequently, until MTRH and the insurer formalize an agreement, we are constrained to provide services to your staff under the cover you presently have with the insurer. But whether or not MTRH has partnered with Trident Insurance Company, as stated above, the SLA between MTRH and Trident Insurance Company expired on 2nd December 2022. We were, however, recently approached by the company through their representative, Mr. Diamond Lalji, seeking formalization of access to provide services at MTRH. We are agreeable to the insurer request and have since shared the hospital's requirements, SLA, for the review and compliance. We are awaiting the insurer compliance in order to move to the next and final step of formalizing the SLA. Reasons, if any, as to why MTRH has not partnered with the company. Kindly note that we are awaiting precision of the requested recommendation by Trident to finalize the process of signing an SLA. Since the documents requested are standard mandatory requirements, formalization of an agreement will only be undertaken once Trident Insurance Company complies. And of to date, you have not complied. We are nonetheless hopeful that this process will conclude as soon as possible to enable your staff and beneficiaries access MTRH services. Thank you for your cooperation and look forward to cordial working relationship. So, Madam Kamau and team, as alleged, that you have, we have given you only two. We have several letters with us. If we read, we are reading to the end of the day. You have agreement with those hospitals. We have just given you Eldoret Hospital and MTRH. And those are major referral hospitals that of any other issue, our patients are referred there. And they should be treated. So we are in breach of that. You don't have any other relationship. Are you aware of any other formal, standardized commitment with the hospitals?
Okay, maybe if I may respond on MTRH. MTRH, we've submitted all the documents, guarantee everything we've submitted. So I believe they were to finalize everything by today.
And our major question, since 2022, and you ended a contract lying to the workers and the county government of Uasin Gishu in your listing that the Eldoret Hospital is, and MTRH is one of the hospitals you will provide service from day one. And the provider knows very well that you don't have any formal, that the contract was discharged in 2022, 2nd of December. 22nd of December, 2022. For Eldoret hospitals, is non-compliance to pay the bills. And you ended into contract with county government, lying to the county government that you can process and give service to the residents of this, workers of this county. Knowing very well that you have an issue with the said hospitals, which have resulted in the people of Uasin Gishu suffering, and they have made this petition before this house. Are we not in order as a house to conclude that you lied? You breached the contract so that you can obtain the contract.
But Chair, she said something that there is a contract with those facilities. Why can't she provide for us?
Can you give us the contract? Because we have the replies to them.
Okay, we had not carried them,
But
do you have
all
the
we know
contract?
But can you confirm that they are there?
You have a valid.
Chairman,
Not
if
only
you had given me time to,
I'll give
to
you-
say
I'll give you
something,
immediately.
we would have saved all this.
Yes,
Chairman.
I'll give you immediately.
We can-
Can you provide,
we can pull refund the reports through the smart, the
Madam,
mail
we are saying,
to see,
can you
to show
provide the
that-
current valid contracts within,
Even if
between?
it's not today, any other day.
Okay, we will share the contracts that we have. We can, maybe we can agree on the time when we share all the contracts
Honorable
that we
Chairman,
are having,
Chair,
whether
Chair.
they are
Lakini
current
wacha
or.
niulize kwa lugha ya nyumbani. We're in a small world of digitalization. I expected the questions that you don't have documents here, you have them in your soft copy. An agreement, I don't think it was just done and the whole document was taken on a hard copy. You must be having a soft copy somewhere. Can you provide the soft copy of one of the agreements in the MTRH, Eldoret Hospital, St. Luke, name them? Yeah, just as simple as that. You would have saved us time and also so many questions.
Maybe on that through Chair, I think here we are not sincere, because I can say the company itself, because it's very clear that up to now you don't have any contract with the MTRH, and she has confirmed that they are still waiting to get from the MTRH. So we cannot keep on pretending that there is a contract unless she can give us the hospitals that she is very sure that they have a contract.
Thank you. We had said that, Honorable Member. I want just a simple question with you. Do you have a valid contract as we speak with MTRH?
MTRH, we've signed from our side, we've shared with them all the
Answer the
documents,
question.
and then they are
What-
supposed to sign.
Madam Kamau, do you understand contractual terms? Do you understand contractual terms? You've been asked, do you have a valid contract as at now? Your signing does not validate the contract. The deed must be ended, right? Do you have a valid contract with MTRH?
Maybe by end of today, it should be there.
Madam,
Chair,
all the honorable members, can you come clear? Do you have any valid contract with?
Okay, no,
No. That is simple.
yes.
Do you have any valid contract with Eldoret Hospital? Yes or no? Kindly, we are in a proceeding. Eh? Are you receding to your recall mode? Do you have any
Yeah.
contract with Eldoret Hospital? Valid?
No, because they
No.
had some terms with a reason.
That is up
They
to
had
you.
the terms. The contract was
Thank
there,
you. Thank you.
and then they had some terms.
So it was breached.
Hmm?
It was discharged.
No, they requested the bank guarantee.
Yes.
higher
Is it valid?
amount.
Our question does not go into details.
Mhm.
Is the contract valid? Suppose that now I send a patient there, treatment will be taken.
Mm.
Is the contract valid?
No,
No. That is it.
If rejected,
Yeah.
there was engagement.
So,
For the
honorable
others,
members, we want
they
to
are
move
saying-
on. We want to move on. And honorable member, honorable
For
member.
the other clients, they are seeing the other clients rather than the
We are-
Uasin
We address order, honorable members. Please address the chair. Kindly order, honorable members. Address, request for address. So, members, we are very clear in these findings. We are very clear in these findings that as per the contract, section clause 15, it has been breached, that the hospitals here listed, many of the hospitals that not have any contractual terms with a trading company to provide services. Honorable members, we will go further in our report to do a report on that. And we were addressing the second question so that we find a move. Already we are finding issues. And before we set off from that first question, that actually our petitioners, the prayer is real, that they could not access services in major hospitals because as per the date of signing the contract, you are not in contractual terms with the hospitals. You got the terms with the county government, but in actual sense, you don't have the contract. Honorable Chakonga, I was coming to you for your question. You had to say something. You are coming back. So,
maybe, Chair, before you proceed,
and then we go to Honorable
before you
Amos.
proceed, Chair, I think also I wanted also to offer something good for this committee. I don't know if you are aware, Chair, I was going through the agreement with the company and also the Uasin Gishu County, and I came across an affidavit done by the chairboard, that is Diamond Lalch. And in this affidavit, the person who is authorized to speak on behalf of the company is Koske Kipto, who's the position of Kipto is the manager. You can go through that affidavit, Chair, or maybe I can read, maybe I can go to
Proceed,
section
member.
2, that one, it reads that I, that is now Diamond Lalche, do hereby ordain, nominate, and appoint Koske Kipto of ID number 277-81340, the branch manager of Eldoret branch, general insurance business of the company and of the post office box number 55651, code is 00200, Nairobi, aforesaid, to be an agent of the company with full power and authority for the company to deal with tender number, that is for the Uasin Gishu, that is number CGU stroke PSM stroke T stroke 07 stroke 2023 stroke 2024 to provide insurance services to county government of Uasin Gishu and take all necessary steps to fulfill the tender requirement, to represent the company and appear on its behalf before any meeting of members of the tender committee and before any member and staff of county government of Uasin Gishu and other administrative officers, or before any other authority in all matters pertaining to or connected to the tender. So I was just trying to inform you that maybe we are dealing with the wrong people, and maybe what we are getting from them, the chair board can come and say no to what we are discussing, because they are not authorized. Unless otherwise, if we were in a position to get maybe the reasons why Koske Kipto is not here, and maybe that one should come from the large himself.
Thank you, Honorable Member. That's a serious concern, and it is an affidavit is sworn before a court of law. And for that reason, can you produce the letters appointing you to act? Honorable members, I think that will be in order. Can you produce the letters that are appointing you other than Koskei? Because seemingly the authority is vested in that affidavit, and that affidavit has been sworn in by one, Lalji, and who appointed you to appear? And what is do you have any communication to that effect? Can we get the appointing authorities ordainment letter for you to appear here? And not unless you are addressing a proxy trident. Kindly respond to that letter. Are you aware of the appointment of one Koske?
Yes, we are aware,
Yes.
because he's the one who signed the contract. That's why he was given that affidavit to come and
Yes.
sign the contract.
Yes.
And then, being in the management, the petition requested the management of Trident Insurance Company Limited should therefore appear before the committee.
And
So maybe we were verbally invited by the
who?
Trident. We were not given a document to come and present that we are the people sent.
Were you aware of the appointed? Did you question?
Chairman, just one question.
Yes,
one question,
yes.
Chairman.
Honorable Chepkong.
In the letter that the Assembly wrote, we invited the management of Trident.
Yes.
Now, I want to ask, are you the management of Trident?
I'm a chief accountant. I'm in the management.
Yes,
And then she's in medical underwriting.
management.
So yes. And the care manager.
So,
Medical.
so this is the management of Trident.
Yeah, we are part of the management.
Thank you.
But there exists an
Yes.
authority given.
We don't have an official document that.
So
we
you
can
are not
present.
given any, you are not appointed as Koskei was done.
Yes. Not an official document to come and present.
Who
But you are
communicated to you verbally?
We were called for a meeting and we were appointed, the three of us, to come for the meeting.
Chairman,
By the
the-
board.
the-
By
Chairman,
the board.
Should we proceed?
Chairman, the reason why we are facing ourselves in this quagmire is because we don't have written submissions from
Yeah.
Trident.
Yes.
Now we are relying on conversations. We are relying on submissions, verbal conversation, verbal. Now that invites whether they are qualified or they have that authority to say. If we had a stamped with a letterhead, submissions, replies from our letters, we could be very well, Mr. Chairman. Number two, Chair, is that we have been invited to issues that are outside the reason why we are engaging with Trident today. We have been introduced to an existing debt between the county government of Uasin Gishu and the facilities here in Eldoret. Chairman, this one has been disclosed by a third party, that there exists a debt between Uasin Gishu and other facilities in Eldoret. Trident in this case is a third party. If we want to know that information, we know the office to go. But the replies that we were given by the facilities, they never mentioned Uasin Gishu having a debt for them. So these are issues coming from them. Number three, Honorable Chair, is that the lady, the accountant, is saying that we have contracts with all these facilities. When somebody says that we have contracts with all these facilities, it means valid, active contracts, Honorable Chair. In this case, we have realized that the said contracts are not active. From the date we received these petitions, even up to today, we don't have contracts. The Trident company does not have contracts with those facilities, Chairman. And this is evident. Now, the prayer from the petitioners are saying that we were not able to get services from those hospitals. Reason? They don't have contracts with Trident. Now, that now invites this committee chairman to go back to the contract between Uasin Gishu County and Trident. Did Trident say that these are the facilities that will offer services to your clients? If they said that, and yet they don't have contract with those facilities, Honorable Chair, then that is a breach of contract. Chairman, I am disturbed engaging these visitors from Trident because the officers, thank you. I am disturbed engaging with these officers from Trident because they don't have the substance of why they are here. The substance of why they are here, Chairman, is to give us cogent, evidential replies, Honorable Chair, on the happenings in this petition. They need to give us the letters of contract between all the facilities in Uasin Gishu. They need to give us they are active, to confirm that they are active. They need to tell us why our clients are not served in these hospitals. But what we hear from Madam Kamau is that they compelled us to give them a credit of 10 million. They did this, they did this, they did this. But she cannot give us an evidence. She cannot give us even an email request from those facilities to say that unless you do this, we are not having contract with you. Chairman, find that they are not, these officers are lying to your committee. Chase them away, Honorable Chair.
Order,
and find reason.
Order, Honorable Member. We don't chase them away. Thank you for your submission, Honorable Member. Honorable Amos.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I expected that as a conclusion, but Honorable Chair, I thank God that you didn't give him opportunity at that time, otherwise you would have terminated me. Chair, I think the team or the officers from Triton have done their best. I think they have the whole information, whether they have documentary evidence or oral evidence. They were really willing to tell us the truth, and they have spoken the truth. In fact, the way they lied to the...
I think, point of order, Chair. I think it's true, Chair. I think Honorable Member should withdraw that they have done the best.
Honorable.
What is wrong with that?
Honorable, he is right.
Maybe you need to stop.
Honorable.
We agree.
Conclude, Honorable Amos. Conclude, Honorable Amos.
We agree that we note the beauty of the...
No,
Order, Honorable Chepkonga. Honorable Amos is on the floor of the House.
Floor, please.
Order, Honorable Chepkonga.
Chair, maybe by them telling us whether it is truth or not that they have a contract with these facilities, it's only that they don't have it with them here. Are they not willing? Are they not telling us the information? The next step is this. The next point of maybe conversion is this. Where are those contracts? And if they don't have them at this time, and maybe they have some technical itch with their systems that they cannot retrieve, we can give them time to provide for us, because they need to know that they lied. Before you enter this contract, you misrepresented facts. In fact, I have gone through the document, the tender document, the list of all these facilities. And I was wondering when you said you have a list of big hospitals. There's an hospital called Cedar Hospital. Can you compare Cedar with Moi Teaching and Referral? So they have done their best to confirm that they lied while they were submitting their bid for this for this tender. That you lie that you have a contract with the major facilities, while they have told us what they have. That they are liars. Is that the truth?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Allow
I
me,
think
Honorable
let me
Members.
stop. Maybe Japonga can do better.
Order, Honorable, don't address, order, Honorable Members. I want to, Honorable Vice Chair, and then I'll give a ruling.
You give a ruling, yeah? Okay. Chair, before you give a ruling, I would like to know from the team of Trident, the hospitals that they went for agreement, because when the county formed a committee of implementation, and you came in with new hospitals that they were not there in the procurement document. And one of them, let me just be specific, members, it is the Palm Care, Sinai. Palm Care, in your original document of application, it was not there. But when you are coming to do the implementation process, you introduced new facilities that the county were not even aware. Yeah? So we would like to know, why did you breach the contract before even you started the services? Number two, Chair, I'm in agreement with the honorable members that the team that came here are very truthful. They have said exactly what they knew about their company, but they don't have the information about the petition that we are working on today. So the information you have given us is very okay. We are very confident. We are very grateful from the information you are giving us. But according to Ad-Hoc committee that was formed for the petitioners, you don't have the information of the same. So, Chair, before you give a ruling, I would request us to adjourn the meeting later after reading what you have on your file, so that we give them time to give us more information, because this is a house that needs information. It is not only us here. Even people outside there, they are watching and listening to what you are saying. So the people who was in Gishu County, they only need the truth and fair services. We are not bargaining for anything else. You said you are being asked about the 10 million or what. If there is a breach or not a breach, they were asking the money from you as student, not from the county. Because this is a contract between the county and the insurance company. How do the debts of the county come in? That is not reasonable at all. And finally, Chair, I would like the lady Charity, she left for some communication. She left out to do some communication to tell us what facilities were visited that gave these allegations, because we cannot leave it out before we are told which facilities were visited and said they cannot work with us. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Thank you, Honorable Members. Having gone through the sitting, and this committee finds that there is misrepresentation of facts, and in law, that's a false statement that is known to be false or is made recklessly without knowing or caring, whether it is true or false, and is intended to induce a party to deliberately rely on it. So there was a misrepresentation of facts in the contractual terms, and in that effect, it is you induced the party of which it is the county government of Western Gishu to rely on the information until you are awarded the contract. that is a full-scale misrepresentation of facts. In our position, honorable members, is the power of attorney. And the power of attorney is a note that was taken by the senior most owner of the company in respect to representation of the company in all matters, including and not limited to appearance in other authorities, as mentioned earlier in. And in that respect, honorable members, I want to read through the letter as read by the honorable member and give the following position. That on 11 July 2024, Trident Insurance Company Limited, power of attorney, that I, the undersigned Diamond Lalji, of ID number 10516735, box 55651 Nairobi, being the chairman of board of Trident Insurance Company Kenya Limited, here in the as the company in the Republic of Kenya, which is a candidate in respect of tender CGU PSM T 07/2023-2024 for provision of county staff medical insurance company cover for financial year 2024-2025, authorized and competent to swear this affidavit. This affidavit is sworn in by one Lalji, the chair of the board of management, that I do hereby ordain, nominate, and appoint Koskei Kiptoo of ID number 27781340, the branch manager, Eldoret branch, general insurance business of the company, and of the post office box, Nairobi, aforesaid, to be an agent of the company with full power and authority for the company to deal with tender number CGO PSM T/07/2023-2024 to provide insurance service to county government of Uasin Gishu and take all necessary steps to fulfill the tender requirement to represent the company and appear on its behalf before any meeting of the members of the tender committee for and before any members and staff of the county government of Uasin Gishu, other administrative officers, or before any other authority. Before any other authority. This is an authority. And I gave you in Article 195 of the Constitution of Kenya. This is unlike the High Court. The ruling of this House is like that of an High Court. Pertaining to connected with the tender and to sign and execute all certificates, documents, contracts, and declaration before such authorities or officers to perform all actions, matters which may be required by law in connection with this power of attorney. To receive notices for any purpose relating to the tender, to make any payment which is necessary or is incidental to the performance of its functions under this power of attorney, and for me and in my name to sign all such documents and to do all such acts, matters, and things as may be necessary or expedient for the carrying out of the powers conferred hereby. I witness, therefore, the common seal of the company has hereto been affixed in presence of its duly authorized officers the day and years first herein before written. Sworn in on 10th day of July 2024 by the said Diamond Lalji, chairman of the board. Before me, Jane Omondi, Commissioner of Arts. So unless with the power of attorney to rule over this, your representation here, or unless with the appearance of one Tanui before this House, unless there is production of evidence in your submission on all matters in this House, I do hereby declare that this House stands adjourned until the next sitting is determined necessary. Give you 7 days, communications will come that the said persons do appear as decreed by the power of attorney from the Board of Management. Members, this sitting stands adjourned until afternoon. Thank you. Sergeant at Arms, kindly. Baron? It has been ruled that it is adjourned and further communication will be made to the company for the relevant date of appearance.